and pave a way we can prevail and expel the pain. Never inhale, I inhale and dispel the flame. No, I won't fail in my lane. I set trails ablaze. I never care about a roadblock. Whirlpool, the way they spinning the whole block. They want the beat, but I'm only giving them cold chops. See me heating my region up cause the flow hot. It's become vivid to me. I can see that it's deeper than me and my family living through me. See, a vision and mission was given to me. I've grown bigger than what they envision for me. Listen, I am a product. I honor these demons and counted had never accounted for me. So I'm laying my demons to rest, and I gotta confess that the reason I put them to sleep is that I know this is way bigger than me. I don't wanna ever waste time on me. I can never let you knock me off my feet. Even when I know I really wanna retreat, that's when it seems like I can't breathe. There's a fire that's burning deep inside of me. I can't freeze when I see those in need. They are counting on me.
Did it for the family. Promise I'ma be all that I can be. It's the only way, no plan B. You already know what the plan be. Can't stop me, baby. You know I'm a G, baby. Even when it seems nobody understand me. Fighting enemies daily, you know that I be crazy. Please don't move, you gon' make me antsy. But I can't focus on myself. Got a bigger purpose, not too many people need my help. Yeah, I came from the struggle, but I play the cards that's dealt. Focus on overcoming all of the pain that was felt. Sword on my side. You don't want a piece of this, but you can get a slice. Demons don't wanna try their luck. Even if it's two, I give them a pair of dice. Slice them up, dice them up. You don't really know the price of love. I was stuck over bodies that was lifeless, but I conducted myself to move and right, just what you expected. It get hectic when I erupt. Now let me turn the fire up. I don't care if nobody admire us, cause I killed these demons and inspire love till my time is up, man.
I know this is way bigger than me. I don't wanna ever waste time on me. I can never let you knock me off my feet. Even when I know I really wanna retreat, that's when it seems like I can't breathe.
Yo, yo, yo. Oh. Hang on, my, since we're, pretty early into the stream, I'm gonna take a moment and, adjust my green screen, my chroma key. Look at that, my microphone is see-through. Yo, what's up, Gyro?
All this fucking talking ain't nobody talking about money, bitch. Let's go.
There we go, that looks better. Yo, we got Freak in the chat. Chillin', that's good, that's good. All right. Well, yeah, we already got a couple of people in here. I might go ahead and get started. Chat got a little freakier. Damn. Damn, chat getting freaky? I see the 100 emoji. Hell yeah. Chat getting freaky on God. Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Once again, I'm going to be going kind of in the order that things were tweeted at me, but or the order that Twitter is putting them. Yo, we got Dean in the chat. What's up? What's poppin'? Let's see. I was just gonna say, even though I am going in the order that things are submitted to me, well, the order that Twitter's putting them, I think I'm gonna do Grayson's last, only because he submitted sort of after the submission window, and I feel like that kind of just makes sense. Brand new whip just hopped in. I got options. I could pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm gonna spend this holiday locked in. God, remember that fucking song? Remember Jack Harlow? All right. Yeah, well, let's get right into it. Yeah, just like I said, doing everything in order except for that one song. Yo, we got Xander. Yo. Oh, appreciate that, Dean. Thank you. I'm very proud of that one. You know, experimenting vocally and stuff like that. I hope you'll check out my my cipher that's dropping soon. Kentucky got Jack Harlow and Callum B, and that's it. Hey, that's two. That's a solid lineup. when's Harlow gonna collab with Callum B? That's the real question. When are we gonna get the two swaggiest white boys on a track together? I just wanted to say real quick, Xander, you should be like right up after this based on the way Twitter's doing its thing. So stick around. Assuming assuming you weren't already planning on sticking around. Yeah. So speaking of Callan B, first of all, let me move my microphone because I'm like knocking into it. But second of all, let me just get right into this. We got Rainy Days by Callan B, produced by D-Junk. Crazy name. No description. That's wild. Is this like this isn't like a private video or like a, excuse me, or like a unlisted video. He just dropped this with no description. That's crazy. Just reading the comments. Yeah, let's get into this. I'm excited to see what this is. This looks like it's not really an anime song. Edited by Memologist. I saw that name pop up in the comments. Shout out to Memologist. DJ John.
We can cast her, piece the matter, and I'll leave the flat or treat the jasper. Keep my finger through the ring of Saturn, universal. Keep my virtues, we don't do commercials. Steep the herbal, demons couldn't breach the circle. Keep the journal and repeat it verbal on the track. I'm leaping hurdles, gotta keep it thermal. Roll the leaf of purple, and my dream infertile. I never wake up living this plane. My new reality shape, shifting the stage, lifting the shade, and I can sit with a sage. I'm on a range, can't fit in a cage. I got a lot on my plate. Don't ever shave, don't even bathe. Stay in a cave, shit that I say.
That's a crazy thing to admit on the track. Don't even shave. I don't even bathe. I stay in a cave. But I get what he's saying. He's locked in. I really like the flow. I really like the rhyme scheme. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that like delivery of like do a commercial. You know, it's like, but it's like it's interesting for sure. It's like sticky. You know, it gets into your head.
Forever you dig in your grave, I just lend you a shovel. Say grace and it's settled. Get my recourse from the devil. Nobody out here near my level. Remember when no one was here on me ever. Now I appear as a header. I used to have trouble lifting my head up. Now my competition, I'm ahead of. I go in Stella. This the Mandela effect that I'm been before. Let me give you Lord the underworld. There's a war in the other one. You couldn't tell evil is right in front of you. Breaking news, full of cover-ups, simple distractions. Keeping it slow as molasses. Under the madness, you find the truth to be abstract. Hashtag swaying the masses. They put the truth in our faces, hidden and painted as entertainment. Class act. So few speak up and say they claim that you getting crazy. Anyone who ever has it and did away with. Fucking not speaking my peace. Ain't it my goddamn give a right to be free. Ain't it my God-given duty to lead. You see the 1 and the 3, you know it's B. Hit it MC where it sting. Honeycomb gold blood, teeth in my molds. Beans on my neck, ring on my lobes. Feet on my desk, won't do what I'm told. Bees up next, you knew in the fold. Daily Mad Max passed down from the Godhead. Hit a DMT, stood up like I'm not dead. Not everything gotta be so complex. Not everything need a deep ass concept, but I'll be the constant. I'll be the voice way back in your conscience. I am what comes right after the solace. Keep it 100, just keep it as promised. Be the master. See the patterns, no they bring disaster. Sheath the dagger.
Okay, so this is the hook.
Beat it backwards, we can cast her. Piece the matter and I leave the flat or treat the jasper. Keep my finger through the ring of Saturn, universal. Keep my
That was a long verse, I think, because like it's you know.
demons couldn't breach the circle. Keep the journal and repeat it verbal on the track. I'm leaping hurdles, gotta keep it thermal. Roll the leaf of purple, and my dream infertile. Water seeds, I'm in my rainy days. Busy bees, and we all got a glaze. Like the blunt, boy, we been a blaze. Just salad greens on my dinner plate. These other jeans assimilate. I'll lose your house, then I'ma renovate. I'ma open up my inner gates. E-junkie got the illest brakes.
Okay, so like a little sort of like outro verse. Structurally, that's really interesting. Like long verse, and it's like it felt like it needed a long verse because he was saying a lot, like fucking talking about like, you know, oh fucking there's shit happening in the world and they either cover it up or they put it in our faces and say it's entertainment. Like, that's really interesting. Like, I mean, it's not really getting into any like specifics. It's not really saying like what like this truth that is either being hidden or not is, but like you can like, I guess I'll say that it does make you immediately think of a few topics. Like, I have to think, you know, maybe like Palestine or like, you know, stuff about like, you know, politicians and celebrities, you know, and their involvement in whatever criminal activity you might think of. It's definitely like you can tell what he's alluding to, or at least it makes me think of that. And like it's really interesting that he's like sort of taken this long verse to sort of yeah, I guess like this is very like psychedelic, both in the way that it's like produced and mixed and stuff like that, but also psychedelic in the sense that it's kind of reminiscent of like music from like the 60s, 70s that was kind of about that stuff, that was like, you know, hey, you know, like Vietnam War era stuff, which like they had a lot to, there was a lot of political music back then because there was some, you know, because Vietnam was a very political thing. I don't, yeah, just like Callan B really strikes me as that kind of vibe. He's kind of hippie-esque, and like I mean that in a positive way. Police issues, yeah. It almost does seem freestyle. Some of the lines I was gonna say feel freestyled, and they do come across as like a little like, oh, you know, this is kind of just like sounds like mainly in that outro. I feel that way. I feel like some of them were just like freestyle, just here's me saying some shit that rhymes. The verse feels very intentional, but I guess it does also kind of have that freestyle vibe in the sense that it's like, it's a little rambly, it kind of goes topic to topic. But I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. It was interesting how hazy the mix was. And I think that was very intentional. This is an experimental song in the sense that it's like trying a lot of things lyrically, sonically, delivery wise, you know. And I think a lot of it works. Maybe not everything. Like I said, not sure if I really like that delivery on the hook, but like I'm glad he tried it, you know? And just on a surface level, rhyme schemes and flows, S tier. Like really solid shit. Shout out to Callan B. That was really cool. Yeah, I can react to the song you sent me on Messenger, but you gotta go last, McGuire. If Schwabity can pay me $5 to skip the line, you can too. Well, it was very wavy. Yeah, absolutely. All right, hell yeah, good shit. All right, so the next thing we got up here is Xander Sage and Mark Knight. I'm certain that Mark Knight has come up, I think, in a stream once before. Anyway, it's an Issei and Rei Nare song, Let It Go. Shout out to Frozen. High School DxD AMV. I think I've talked about this before. Haven't seen High School DxD. So, usual disclaimer. Bars are going to go over my head for sure. But Xander is nice with it. So, that may not even matter. Because this may just be a banger. Ooh, who's this edited by? That Kid Goron. Shout out to That Kid Goron as the producer. Xander Sage, Mark Knight as the artist. Mixed and mastered by Schmidio90. Never heard of Schmidio90. Oh, it didn't say the editor, I don't think. I still can't get you out my brain no more. I think I need to let it go. All of this pain you gave me makes me so sick and tired of this day to day. I wish I had just stayed away and focused on my passion and self-growth. Yeah, these insecurities lie fathoms deep beneath my soul, and accepting myself is hard when phantoms whispering cold words of oppression. That was a cool hook. Got me questioning my existence every second. But that's when I met you, Mary Jane. To my Peter Parker, at least I thought that you would lessen the darker picture in my cerebral and K Crusade all this evil along my side until death reaps us with lethal intentions. Yeah, this beat is also really good. Deception, couldn't recognize myself in my reflection. I wish I had just listened to my brethren and severed the damn connection, but it's too late. She's got a new heart in her collection. You could have built me up, but instead you tore some new holes within my flesh. I can't sew and broke bones I didn't know I had. I found true bliss within the music, so I think it's time that I let go of all this. I think I need to let it go. All of the things you said that made me so hateful of women, ain't it crazy though? I still can't the pause thing of like sort of like get to the almost the end of the line and then sort of delay the last word. I like it. I like that. It's a cool pocket. And I like that the hook does that particularly, because usually the hook is usually more I don't know, standard flow wise. Usually it's like more singing, but I like that it's I gotta pause because I'm talking over this. I like that the hook also feels like it has the rapped flow, but it also has a melody and it's very catchy. That's such a cool thing. Who knew that you would have left me so goddamn post-traumatic? It was you and I, but you was the Eve that Adam made plans with, and you left me out a lot, so I knew that things was redacted. Put destiny on the back end. You were supposed to be my storm, to my king of Wakanda back then. I was blowing off my damn friends. I'd finally forgotten the pain of heartbreak, but managed to feel it again when incandescent hit me from Amit. Look what the fire had did. You had to minimize my pain and make your choices feel established. Curse you and all of the baggage you had left me with. You wasn't my Cinderella, no magic was left in this. Plus you lied to my moms and that just ain't classic. Fuck the unity. I always thought it would be you and me. Was in the wrong class with no heavy. I needed ruin wings. I knew that we would never get back together to doing things. I had to let it go. Let you go through all of the. I think I need to let it go. All of the things you said that made me so hateful of women. Ain't it crazy though? I still can't get you out my brain no more. I think I need to let it go. All of this pain you gave me makes me so sick and tired of this day to day. I wish I had just stayed away and focused on my passion and self-growth. I try to drown what we had, but it always floats back to the surface. I can't bottle this up no more. I'm just overflowing its thermos. Too much reflecting on pain when I should focus on my purpose. Spilling my veins in hopes I could save a life. Try to drown what we had, but it always floats back to the surface. I can't bottle this up no more. I'm just overflowing its thermos. Too much reflecting on pain when I should focus on my purpose. Spilling my veins in hopes I could save a life, and that's worth it. Yeah, 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 that's worth it. I think you snapped on this hook. I think that worked in a really nice way. And I don't know how to fully describe it. Basically, I think the way that the flow worked with the starting and stopping meant that there were some moments where you got to like speed up the flow in a way that felt like natural. Like sometimes speeding up the flow, like, you know, like it feels like you're just, oh shit, I gotta fit these syllables in here. But because had this natural like ebb and flow, you like worked the faster parts into it in a really cool way. I like that, this fits into like your aesthetic in a very clear way. It definitely feels like, again, that kind of like old school East Coast rap stuff, but this song, while it fits in, it doesn't feel like too similar, too samey to the other stuff. It has its own very unique identity. Like, the song has its own identifiable flow. I think that's really cool. Yeah, that was really good. I don't have like too many criticisms. Like, I'm I have some like criticisms, but they would be like on like very small details. Like, I feel like the one note at the end of the hook should have been like manually tuned maybe, and like maybe some like individual like flows could be different, or like something like that. But like, when I feel like when I get to the point where it's like what I'm criticizing is like momentary things like that, unless it's like a really like obvious mistake or something, I feel like that means that the song itself is really good. Like, that means that there's nothing larger scale to critique, because it's all just like not only is it like well executed, but the idea being executed is good. It like this is a good song at its core, a great song, I might even say. Hell yeah. Do I do I want to get Xander on a track, or do I want to not get outshined? That is the question, ain't it? Like, that's just something you're gonna have to accept if you get Xander Sage on a track. No, that was gas. Hell yeah. You are welcome, as always, Xander. All right. Okay. First of all, I guess this song says, if there's flashing lights, so be aware if you are watching this and you have photosensitive epilepsy. Okay, so this is a Splatoon song. First time hearing a Splatoon song, I'm pretty sure, except for like songs from the actual game Splatoon, of course, but BP Muji, Desperation Domination. Let's see. So this was submitted by Nova MC. Shout out to Nova MC. So the video is by him, and dance animation by Hero Noodle. Okay, song credits. Here we go. Okay, produced by Hero Noodle and Nova MC. Engineered by Hero Noodle. Songwriting by Nova MC. Vocal performance by both of them. Mastered by Hero Noodle. Both really cool people. I have no idea what to expect from this. Because I'm so bad with like, well, yeah. Nova is the beatboxer. I'm so terrible with names. I definitely know, like, I've met these people in person, but I'm like, wait, okay, let me make sure I'm not mixing up names, because that would be embarrassing. But then just even doubting it is embarrassing on its own. Anyway, Nova is a beatboxer. And I'm guessing this isn't going to be a beatboxed song, but I guess I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. Oh, yo, we got Ben Usher in the chat. We got an OG Wolfpack member. Let's go. a Richard stream. Y'all aren't gonna get that one. We got a group chat called the fucking. We just named the group chat Richard, and we named everybody in the group chat Richard. So welcome, Richard. I hope you enjoy the Richard stream. All right. Yeah, don't even think JT Music has made one. Would you say JT Music is like the most likely to have a Splatoon song out of anybody in Nerdcore? I really have no idea. But anyway, yeah, let's just see what this is like. Again, I just have no idea what to expect. Okay, yeah, not beatboxed. A little drum and bass, a little jungle. So, okay, this is really interesting. They're trying to sort of mimic the vocal effect of the squids, where it's this modulating filter to make it sound like they're kind of underwater. And they're also like kind of pronouncing it like Japanese, I guess, to sort of still sound like that. The pronunciation does like kind of bother me while I'm like reading the lyrics on screen. It's like, oh, that's not how that's pronounced. But like, I wonder if I was not looking at the lyric video and if I was just listening like on my headphones, would I like, you know, because I don't know, I don't necessarily process lyrics on like the first listen with if the lyrics aren't right in front of me. So maybe if it was like that, I would just sort of like be like, okay, yeah, this is just a Splatoon song. Maybe it would also be better if like the vocals were like mixed a little bit more into the beat. I'm not sure. But basically, I guess I feel like I would like to know. I would like to hear like a version of this that's just pronounced, you know, normally and doesn't have the vocal effect on it. Just like to be able to sort of hear the song underneath the effects. I think I can tell how they made these sounds. I think this is Nova doing beatboxing, and then it's been like vocoded and like filtered and stuff. I was wondering if they were gonna do some combination beatbox thing, and I guess they did. This must be the dance animation they were talking about. Shout out to Caramel dancing. Shout out to Caramel. I think this is also Nova sounds that have been affected. I like this part. This part sounds the most, I don't know, the most full. I think my biggest criticism of this, because I think this is pretty well executed, is just I think it needs more like layering and stuff to make the whole track sound full, because it does sometimes feel kind of bare, like it doesn't have enough stuff to support the like the drums are perfect. The drums are like really smacking the shit out of the mix, but I think it needs more stuff going on under those drums. More yeah, I think it needs more like layers, more like stuff going on, like both melodically and like sound design wise, like to make sure all the sounds sound like thick and wide and, you know, but like that was really cool. I was saying last stream when we reacted to what was their name? Like Theologist, I think that was their name. That song, it's really cool to hear people doing like straight up EDM, to hear people doing stuff that's like, you know, really like production forward. And I want to see more people doing that. I think just for this one, the production needs to support itself a little bit more. And like I said, I think I would like to hear a version that's just like the regular vocals, but like, or have the vocals. I think if there was more stuff going on in the production, the vocals might not feel so bare, like as so like out and unsupported, and that might also sound a little bit better. But and then it might be a little bit less like sort of distracting hearing it doing the Splatoon voice. But all that being said, that's my personal preference. I think if you're a Splatoon fan, this might be really cool, like, because I don't see anybody else making music doing the Splatoon voice, you know? So I think for, like, really big fans of the game, this could be a really cool thing. Like, this could be, you know, like, I don't know if anybody else is doing this, but to my knowledge, nobody else is doing this, so this could fill, like, a really cool niche in the Splatoon fan community. And I hope that happens. I'm gonna give this a like, and I wish Hero Noodle and Nova success in that regard. Oh shit, this is 2 years old. Okay, so I guess this probably did not find that audience. Although this is the most recent thing made by these guys. Okay, I guess that this is like the thing that they were doing, if I had to guess based on the thumbnails, that they were doing like the Splatoon thing. I'd love to see them return to it. You know, they weren't getting like bad views for like a new channel, like over 1,000 and like a few hundred on these ones. Like that's pretty good for like starting out. I would love to see them continue this because, like I said, I think this could be really a really cool thing in the community. Thick and wide drums smacking the shit out of the mix. Yeah, look. When you oh shit, I didn't like this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a like. Yeah, no, like that's how you talk about mixes. pretty sure YouTube hates you or shadow banned you. You know, like, the thing about it is, like, I would say even 100, like, depending on like how many are you at? You're still at less than 100 subs, right? Getting 100 views at less than 100 subs is still really good. It's like, if you are just uploading music it's not connected to any, like, it's not connected to any video games or anime or any, like, pop culture thing that's going on, if it's not a remix of a popular song or whatever, the YouTube algorithm's just not gonna promote it. They're just not gonna care. And, like, you know, to be fair, like, you have to prove to an audience why they should care about you. You can't just put out the music and expect people to, like, come to you. You have to give them a reason to come, and then you can impress them. You can show them what you are doing musically. That's why I like nerdcore, because it gives a lot of artists a chance. Like, you know, you make a song and it's themed around an anime, and then like, suddenly that gives people a reason to check in. They don't know you as an artist, but they're like, oh, this is a Naruto song. I like Naruto. I'm gonna check this out. And sorry, my thing is coming loose. Suddenly they have a reason to care. Suddenly they will see what you're doing and have a reason to click, and then they hear your song, and then they may become a fan of you, you know? But if you're just posting it, people don't have a reason to click. So, you know, that's why it's difficult to get 100 views when you're a small channel. Yours, let's see, plateaued at 255, and then your shit got deemed as improper. Was it because of the lyrics? If you're posting your lyrics in your descriptions, it might be a good idea to censor them, just to make sure that YouTube doesn't, you know, sort of keep the video back. I love when there's just a single moment of an ad that gets through the ad block. It's very funny to me. But yeah, 30 views. That's about where I was at for a long time before I kind of switched to nerdcore. Yeah. I would make sure that if you have the lyrics in the description, that you're, you know, sort of asterisking out the swears and the violent words and stuff like that. I think that'll make a big difference, because that's what YouTube looks at. Although, then again, these days, maybe they're also looking at the lyrics, like, in the song itself. You know, they may have, you know, sort of text, like audio transcription, you know, that, like, goes through the lyrics. That, if they're on screen, you know, that might be doing it too. Thumbnails, make sure that, like, if you should be doing custom thumbnails. Because if you don't do a custom thumbnail, obviously it's going to choose a frame from the video to be the thumbnail. And if that thumbnail contains a bad word or something like that, that will also get marked as, like, you know, this is not okay, you know, we can't put this out. So I made the mistake of when I posted the demo of the McGuire song "Fuck," because I like wrote the verse for that and I wanted to post my version of it. I put the name in the thumbnail. It said "fuck" in the thumbnail, and YouTube was not happy about it. But anyway, enough story time. Let's talk about this Free Soul song. I was reincarnated as the Seventh Prince song, Seventh Prince. Not familiar with this anime, but let's see, just see what the song's like.
You're listening to Free Soul.
That was a cool intro. Is this gonna be like a... Oh yeah, Good John. This is definitely gonna be some rockin' shit. Ooh, I like this delivery.
Trigger, you bet I'ma squeeze. Angels and demons, they both their knees. They begging for mercy, but I don't hear please. Should know the difference of wants and your needs. Test my strength, grow my skills. Love a challenge, walk up hills. You want smoke, then once I fell. I'm just a prince, like no big deal. Playing with demons, I'm taming the monsters. Trumping your magic ability. Thinking my limit infinity. Something like God with divinity. Playing with demons.
It sounded good in that first part, but then like it's not cutting through the mix. I think the instrumental doesn't have any like EQ on it or anything to make room for the vocals. It also might be like you might want to switch up the delivery for the parts where the instrumental is a little bit higher energy so that the vocals are more audible. Like it's not just how like loud they are, it's also like if they're too kind of like low register, that can make them sound like not very clear. This kind of sounds like this is a little higher energy, but it's like it's not high enough energy for a chorus in my opinion. But the main thing holding it back is just the fact that it's really quiet in the mix. It's really buried. It definitely needs space made in the instrumental and maybe just needs a volume boost in general. Oh, that was good. If he was in that higher register for the whole chorus, that would sound so much better in my opinion.
And I shit on these amateurs taking the trash out. Bitch, I'm a janitor. Never had a weekday. Check out my calendar. When I'm on my level, they're thinking that I'm the devil. Thinking that you're better until the smoke settle. Way I handle bars, go far with no pedals. Hit them in the heart and dark and earn medals. Lighted, excited, I'm gifted like lighting this poison. I'm sick like Brandon's providing.
I like the flows and I like the delivery, but it just needs more space. And also, I think for these parts with the faster flow, really just like all of the higher energy parts of the instrumental, I think if you're gonna keep that delivery, because again, it is a good delivery, I get why you would stick with it. You like need some layers, some stuff to like give it more energy, even when it's like, yeah, if you want to stick with the kind of low energy, smoky delivery, you still have to like add energy through other means. Because if it's just like this way, it kind of is this way the whole through, except for like that one part of the chorus. Yeah, it just sounds like it sounds like you're whispering. It sounds like you're trying to deliver this song. You're trying to record this song, but your mom's in the other room and you don't want to wake her up. Like it's it needs that like confidence and stuff in there. At least part of the time. Yeah, like overall, I do like it, but it just needs that extra energy and that like added boost to the vocals. It's like when you think about it, it's kind of a minor thing. It's kind of like this is just like to like put a soothe on the instrumental and boost the chorus gain, but those small changes can really make or break a track like this, I think. What is this? is Kaiju 8 is shown at its worst. Fuck you. Get this shit out of my sight. Not interested. Fuck off. Kaiju 8 gang for life. But yeah, no, I think there was a good song in there. It just needs that extra thing. All right. We got Ven. Actually, we got 2 from Ven. Okay. Seeing as how this is a gonna be a shorter stream anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do. Well, do I want to do both of them? We got Mob Psycho 100 and we got Yuji and Sukuna. It's Ven and Chris Craig. It's Ven and 757 Shy. If I was to pick one of these, which one should I pick? Anybody in the chat, feel free to sound off. Because I think I'm just gonna do one. Because I feel like the good one. You'll have to be more specific. Yeah, because I think I would like to just do one of them, just to be consistent, and also just like I feel like if I listen to 2 songs by the same artist, I might like not have too much to say about both of them. They're both 2 minutes and about 15 seconds. One of them is newer. Okay. I'm going to go with the newer one. I like this so far, this intro, like
Telekinesis, they moving and settle the beef, they stepping to me. Laughing at your coke is what you led to believe. It's like actually false and you've been messed I see. I got mob ties, mob tied, I'm never. Y'all dying, all like you threaten. It's Alzheimer's, y'all so forgettable. Online, y'all unrespectable. Blending the crowd to really start a spectacle. Less I'm surrounded, then I get unethical. Dead on the ground, I turn this team to vegetables. Tested, trying hurting me's regrettable. Feel like Emmy, I'm penning these words, they like Venny. How are you the best of the verse? I've been given this gift, it's a blessing and curse. Cause if I unleash it, could bring death to the earth. You get left in the dirt, I be putting in work. Never fed with a silver spoon or get it twisted. Push me, I kill his crew and leave him missing. 100% of the time I be winning. Been ill with it, running laps around you posters. No Reagan, you salty, you turn to a ghost. I've been killing it, y'all are just folders. I feel like I'm Joseph, I'm gonna get you burned for the smoke. Y'all burn for the smoke, I'm turning to ghost. I've been with a ghost, y'all turn for a coast. I don't work when I hose, it go hurt when it blows. If you smirk on the low, it's a murder on your side. Burned by the bros, and I'm burned for the coast. And the birds leave a flown if you say something I don't like. Swerve you bro, you get burned with a point. I curse a joke, if I wave I could blow mine. Yeah, y'all more got me, y'all disguising his bitch. Me and Fanny really been on a mission. Y'all not reggae, y'all not standing on business. I feel like Reacher, then they turn to a villain. Used to be broken, bottle on my pain. Now I'm serious, yeah, I'm blocking the rain. Spot him, got him, but we don't leave a trace. Like Dimple for green, leaving dust to your face. It's like if it's gone with the glove side time. And I hover by the cuff, fuck it up on the saw. The track with my brother, and a shake. I'm at the bullets, but they not like Onigawara. Suzuki, I put some years in this shit. At me, you just want attention, little bitch. And I still ain't found my two bone me. I've been on my lonely, but I cannot wife up no bitch.
Shy was fucking. That was a fucking great Shy verse. Like just immaculate flow, rhyme schemes. God damn.
His body drop. Hit 100, my summit is hard to stop. Stop is hard and leave and beat it, yo, departed. Then you think I'm leaving, man, I barely started. Shit is Venny season, I'ma hit my target, give me any reason. No, I'm known to put metal to brains at a flick of the wrist. Lickety split, it gets split off the leg from the piece. Standing on business, I do what I preach. I hit on my shit, no, I ran it with ease. I just bang your shawty, I ain't move a bit. Squad full of Vespers, we ain't shoot a stick. Why them swerving Vespers, I'm a Lucas shit. You can never test the shit, and Venny better, you a loser, bitch.
I think they said it as Shay, not Shy. So I've been pronouncing their name wrong this whole time. And I apologize for that. Holy shit. 757 Shay, I guess. But goddamn, they snapped. Holy shit. What the fuck? I think. Okay. I think those were some of Ven's best bars, but I'm realizing there may just have been bars in like other stuff that I didn't get because he does a lot of stuff about like Genshin Impact and whatnot, and like it's just stuff that I don't like, that I don't know about, you know. But as someone who does know about Mob Psycho, who quite enjoys it, like shit like the Reagan, if you salty, you turn into a ghost, like that. That's crazy. That's amazing. and there was some crazy thing. There was something in Shay's verse that caught my ear too. But like also just like the opening flow that Shay was doing was just so clean. Yeah, that was really good. That was really cool. I think the vocals are a little loud. I think like the beat is like there's too much space made for them, but like I guess for something like this where you're doing like it's really bar heavy, you really want the vocals to stand out. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. Maybe it sounds better when you're like listening to this on your phone speakers and you're just trying to like listen to the bars. But I would like to hear a version of this where it's like, you know, the vocals are a little bit more like, you know, nestled in the beat, but you can still hear what they're saying and stuff. But like, that's kind of a minor thing. This is fucking good fucking shit. I feel like I picked the good one. All right, so we got 3 left. We got Freaky Finn, Freakster, Freakaholic, and then we got Mimi Lock, and then we got Grayson. So and then I guess we have whatever the hell McGuire sent me. Yeah, I'll do what McGuire sent me, since this is gonna be a shorter stream. This is just kind of a you know Mimi, Yuki? I know Mimi follows me. I've definitely seen them you know, around Twitter, but I'm not familiar with them. Short story you wrote for Reddit. Okay. That's an interesting description of the song. Like, I'm excited to see what that means. Automatic points off for using AI gen cover. I'm sorry. I gotta call it when I see it. This is an ugly ass car interior. Couldn't find just a picture of a car and Photoshop a knife into it. But you know what? I'll let the music be the main thing. Your GF definitely used some Gen AI on this. You can tell because like the interior of the car doesn't make sense. Like, this is supposed to be a column, but it doesn't go anywhere. This is supposed to be like an imprint of the logo of whatever the brand of the car is, but it's like indistinct because it's based on 5 different cars. The sort of like there's way too much going on in the like construction of the seat. The fact that there's a looks like a directly adjacent seat, even though this is like the front. Yeah, this is definitely Gen AI. Look, if I'm gonna be consistent about my stance on AI art, I gotta even tell the people I like that when it happens. But that's not what we're here for. Let's listen to the song. This is based on a short story. So I'm guessing this is gonna be more of like a you know, story-based song, like, you know.
Man, that party was banging. Music so loud I couldn't hear what they were saying. I lost track of what I was taking. Alcohol spraying, everyone fading. Even as I'm leaving, the music still playing. Licking my lips to see who I'm tasting. Standing outside and everyone's blazing. Trying to get home and the options I'm weighing. Gotta get an Uber cause I can't walk. I'm way too fucked up, can't even read the clock, man. I'm just slurring when I try to talk. I see the Uber coming down the block. Hopped in the backseat, fucking smells nasty. Fuck did he ask me, shoulda got a taxi. Bro, I don't wanna conversate. These drugs got me fucked up today. Put in my earbuds to drown him out, but then I noticed we're not in town. I tried to tell him to turn around, but now he's silent, not a sound. Turned off the road, no more solid ground. The ride got bumpy, shaking me around. This little bastard got me dumbfound. Got me waiting for what's about to turn out. Suddenly stops and sits in silence. Doors are locked, but I kept trying. I see him smile, looking conniving. Then I saw what he's been hiding. He looked at me, pulled out a knife, and told me, "You're fucking dying tonight."
There's a really obvious way that you could have made that rhyme work. Instead of, like, now tonight you're dying, you know, instead of, you know, just ending the rhyme early.
After one stab, I couldn't stop laughing. After 2 and 3, I started cackling. Shortly after 5, I started basking. It's been so long since I've been stabbing. His hands were up and they tried catching, but I just kept getting through the gaps. And I think by 15, he stopped gasping, but I lost count when he stopped gagging. Should've picked a victim. You should have picked a victim. You should have picked
Misspelled victim, but
you should have picked the victim. You should have picked the victim. You should have picked the victim.
okay, like, I'm sort of like, the repetition, it's like, it sounds like an incomplete thought, but actually that's kind of clever. You should have picked a victim. This person's not a victim. That's actually a really clever, like, way to use the repetition to sort of make you realize, like, the inner meaning of what you're saying. Like, you should have picked a victim. It sounds like an incomplete. Yeah. It sounds like an incomplete thought, but it actually is a complete statement. That's very clever. I shout out to that ending. That's really solid writing. Really short song. Gotta hit the fucking button, like, boo, make it longer. But overall, I like that, you know, the idea of, you think that the main character, this is a horror story from the perspective of the victim, but actually it's a horror story from the perspective of the killer. I think that's really cool. It feels like you kind of like...
I lost track of what I was taking. Alcohol spray, who I'm taking.
It feels like this line... I don't know if this... knowing your work previously, like knowing that you do horrorcore stuff, I see this line, see who I'm tasting, and I immediately go, okay, the person rapping the song, who is Freak, who I know has previously rapped about killing people, is obviously a killer, and they're talking about tasting, like, I guess, blood or whatever, you know, like, this is talking about murder. So I see this, and then you see the rest of the song, and it's like, okay, no, he's actually the victim, but then no, actually he is the killer. I think if you leaned more into him being more innocent sounding, maybe that could also be done in the delivery. You know, instead of doing the killer voice, the like deep corpse husband voice, instead, if you like delivered it normally, like in a higher register, that might kind of make the twist a little bit more potent, you know, making it feel a bit more like, okay, this is a normal person. This is from the perspective of a person who the audience can relate to, that you know, we immediately latch on to as a main character, you know? That being said,
Gotta get an Uber cause I can't walk. I'm way too fucked up, can't even read the clock, man.
that being said, I think you have improved a little bit in this like this form of delivery. I know that you sent me something on Twitter, and like that I feel like you nailed the delivery. This is like not quite nailed. It's still a little nasally, but I think it's better than the thing we reacted to last week. So shout out to your improvement. That's really cool. Flow wise, I this is my critique. The flow feels a little amateurish because it feels like you are, and I think I may have also talked about this last time, maybe not exactly in the same way, but like you are kind of fitting the words to the flow and not the other way around, because they're like, you are just sort of like, you know, it's everything is perfectly on the beat regardless of the stress patterns of the words. And if you wrote something with too many syllables, it sounds better because it's like hubba but you know, you have that moment where you speed up a little bit, and that's cool. But when you write too few syllables, then you just like the energy just comes to a halt because of hubba ba, you know, like you're just like, the words are just taking up the whole like beat or like eighth note or whatever, and it's it would sound better if the flow matched just the natural flow of the words. Yeah, that's what I talked about last stream, and I think that's something to focus on, you know, making the flows seem natural. Like, obviously, it's good that you are on beat. You want to be on beat. But the next step after you are like, you have fully mastered, you know, keeping a constant flow, is be able to make that flow sound a little bit more natural. Follow the naturalistic rhythm of the language, but also like, you know, follow like just the human rhythm of like, you know, we don't talk on a beat, right? Like, feel free to start to introduce some stuff that's like not just staccato, you know. Yeah, that's the main thing. Musically, I would say focus on that, because I think that's the next thing for you to improve on. And for this particular song, yeah, I just think the twist would have worked better if it had been like if the innocence of the character was more established towards the beginning. But I like the concept. I'm interested in like what the story reads like that you based this on. Like, you know, it's not the first time somebody's done a story like that where it's like, oh, the victim is actually the killer, you know? But the reason people do it is because it's an effective twist, you know? Yeah. I would say good job, just keep working on it, you know? Okay, yeah, so the thing that you sent me on Twitter was more recent. That's what I figured. Got 250 likes. Hey, that's cool. It's clear that, you know, you are like your passion in your writing is like painting a picture, I guess, like just like being very descriptive, and I like that. I think you should really lean into that, and I guess you do. I say just keep doing it. Just keep crafting that into something. I told you, McGuire, I will react to it when you pay me or at the end of the stream. Listen, McGuire. We just got 2 more, and then I'll react to the thing you sent me. Aye, Captain, indeed. That's your orders, Private. Work on your flow. Drain, Private, drain. More stick and pokes. Yeah. All right, yeah, let's listen to Mimi Lock, and then let's listen to Grayson, and then let's listen to whatever dumb shit McGuire sent me. I'm kidding, I love you, McGuire. Check the spread. So, okay, so Crescent Rose 2 featuring Joko, produced by Mimi Lock. I like this beat so far. So, if Mimi Lock produced it, that's cool. AMV by Mimi Lock. Bass and master by Mimi Lock and Joko. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is a Ruby AMV. Shout out to Ruby. I stopped watching that like kind of early into the show, but like I would consider myself a fan because I think it's just cool what Rooster Teeth was able to do, you know, on their like sort of limited budget and stuff. They were able to make something that still feels like a really cool universe and has like really like engaging, you know, action and characters and stuff. Is the anime still going for that? Like, are they making multiple seasons of that? Because I did watch a chunk of the anime as well. I might have to watch that, or maybe I'll just go back and watch the actual show. But anyway, it's cool to see Ruby representation in nerdcore. Let's see how Mimi Lock does it.
Look, at my breaking point, why can't I fucking take it point? Spent my whole life waving through a window case to join and made it in this bitch. They was praying for the kid. I've elevated to a state I feel like Satan don't exist. I grew up on Greek mythology, trying to decipher prophecies. Figured out I'm a prodigy among affluent progenies. Fuck what they thought of me. I've been evolving constantly. I'm not that same nigga sliding answers in geometry. Putting in this work and stacking bands. It's a common week for me. They was trying to run their hands. We left them body in the street.
Ooh, I like this flow.
No more jolly days for me. I'm LeBron, I got the heater. You can't stop me in my peak. I'm on a different.
And I like the way that it tied into the previous rhyme scheme. That's really cool.
See snakes, EA, it's just in the game. Need $8 million and a little change. Take blade, mix it up with a bitty yang. Put this urban legend in the picture frame. Wanna fight and die, why the hell should we pretend? Every life an open book, but every chapter got an end. I don't know where I could look that could leave me satisfied. My spirit won't be took, I can't be no sacrifice.
Yeah, this beat.
I can't be no sacrifice. Yeah, I can't be no
Mimi snapped on the beat, and I do like the flows and rhyme schemes.
Catch a body like his face stay. Honest like a body, anybody who gon' touch gang. Who gon' touch gang? Been a problem since they went and that's on my grave. I just pile on my problems like a dumb sight. I saw him feeling for paper, I better make a move right. Betting me and his maker. Y'all got cheese for the taking. Seeing ghosts in the making. I'm so glad that I made it. I've no more bag that I'm chasing. Y'all steady playing games, dog. I started at the bottom. Like what even is a gulag? Not too long, man. A small yard gang. Like I hang around with chicks.
Shout out to the gulag.
And we steady taking risks, we is not the same. Finna risk a life just so you can talk about fame, it's crazy.
What we wanna fight and die, why the hell should we pretend? Every life an open book, but every chapter got an end. I don't know where I could look that could leave me satisfied. My spirit won't be took, I can't be no sacrifice. I can't be no sacrifice. Yeah, I can't be no sacrifice.
I liked that verse. I'm guessing that was Joko. Yeah. Like there was definitely some moments where like the kind of going for that like pocket didn't quite work. Going for that kind of like, well, I like this sample at the end. Going for that like slightly behind the beat pocket, it didn't quite feel like it worked, but like he had a great voice and like great delivery, and like it just when it hit like right at the beginning, I was like, oh shit, I gotta start listening. What the fuck? and Mimi also had some really good flows. Like I feel like at first,
Y'all been evolving constantly. I'm not that same nigga slide.
like I've heard this flow before. Like people have done this flow, but then the way that this flow tied in with the next part was really cool. That was a really like cool moment of writing.
In the street, it's a rock I gotta beat.
And like the rhyme schemes in general on this were really solid. I don't know if I love all of the lyrics, but like clearly Mimi has a talent for writing just based on the way that they were able to do these rhyme schemes. What is it? Just want to make sure that I'm okay. Yeah, no, she had a really good verse, really good hook. But man, where she really shined was that beat. Like, it is the Ty Wild flow, huh? Yeah, Rooster Teeth did shut down, but the anime wasn't made by Rooster Teeth. The anime was made by a Japanese studio. They just like licensed it out. But I guess if the studios shut down, then maybe they won't be able to lease out the rights. And like even though Ruby is like so like Rooster Teeth shut down, but I think Rooster Teeth was owned by like Warner Bros or whatever, so I think Warner Bros might have all the rights to all those things, and they might still be making more Ruby stuff. At least I'm sure they're going to continue making merch for it because like it is like there is a rabid fan base that will purchase so much stuff for it. I'm gonna give Mimi a sub. I'm gonna follow Mimi back because that was really cool. I might have to hit her up for a beat. Yeah, that was really cool. I had no idea that I saw her following me and I never thought to check out her music. And now I regret that because I had no idea that she was this talented. Wow. All right. Well, anyway, we got two left. We got Grayson and we got McGuire. Or maybe it's not a McGuire song, but it's something that McGuire sent me. I'm not even gonna look at Facebook messages yet because I just know whatever the hell he sent me is gonna be something. It's gonna be weird, and I don't want to spoil that. And y'all are gonna come along with me on this journey. But first, Ochi Fukuchi Rap, Kamui, Bungo Stray Dogs. Oh, it's produced by Jishua. Not familiar with Jishua, but let's see how it is. Bungo Stray Dogs. It's been on my list. I've been meaning to watch it, but I haven't, so I don't really know a lot about it. I just know that a lot of people like it. And Grayson. I'm familiar with Grayson. I'm familiar with his game. He's a cool rapper. I think he will do this show justice, but I don't know. I won't know everything that he's doing justice to. I will not get all of the lines, but let's just see how it goes.
You ain't had to go to war. You was never covered with the door. You ain't never seeing people's on the floor. You really have to go. Stand tall so my place will never fall. To save the world, I'ma have to end it all. You ain't had to go to war.
It sounds like there's two takes in the left, like one take in the left, one take in the right, which is standard, but usually you also have like a center take, and so like the fact that they're not quite synced was bothering me. But
Stand tall so my place will never fall. To save the world, I'ma have to end it all. You ain't had to go to war. You was never covered with the gore. You ain't never seeing people's on the floor. Yo, you really have to go. Stand tall so my place will never fall. To save the world, I'ma have to end it all. With this blade I sever any mistakes, my will never breaks. decay, cause the end is on the way. Premonition from the future, I'm forever fighting fate. I know you heard the saying that the weapon makes the man, but I'm the man that makes the weapon for whatever's in my hand. If I go and toss a pebble, it's a bullet when it lands. I could probably take a penny, turn it to 100 grand, die damn. Once you find the truth within the plan, you will see it's a means to an end, to avoid the very end. We are addicts, making our ends. I be the martyr to be bodied by my friends. You ain't messing with my dogs. Hunters, you will see us in a brawl. All the cold at the tip of the soul. God zombie by the halls. Trust me, yo, I seen it all before. When I die, I will still settle scars. You ain't have to go to war. You was never covered with the gore. You ain't never seeing people's on the floor. Yo, you really have to go. Stand tall, so my place will never fall. To save the world, I'ma have to end it all. You ain't had to go to war. You was never covered with the gore. You ain't never seeing people's on the floor. Yo, you really have to go. Stand tall, so my place will never fall. To save the world, I'ma have to end it all. I slash in the past, slice it through time and space, make it split seconds, I ain't got no time to waste. Make a whole world believe I'm the hero cause I'm great. I'm a god to some angels, so I'll make them all decay. If you seen what I seen or had to do what I did, you'll probably understand and recognize me as a gift. I'm legit, when I swing, it's a homer when I hit. I'm a man with the ring, call me Mr. Never Miss. You ever look into the mirror and realize that you align? Every leader in the world votes for you cause you relying, and you have to hold your laughter cause you in their faces lying, and the weak ones keep trying. Now I gotta be a tyrant, I'm trying to cure the sickness. Free will is just a virus. Once he follow my command, no one else can define. Pardon me, I'm sounding pious. I had to play a liar, cause my homie is the truth. You realize it when I'm dying.
I like this switch up in the beat. Like, he didn't really switch up his flow over it, but like that change was enough to kind of make it sound like give it a different energy, a different aura. I don't like the mix on this. I think that's sort of the long and short of it. I think a lot different could be done with the mix. I think the flows and like the writing on this are all really good, but I think this needed a few re-records, and maybe the main thing, I think Grayson would sound better if he punched in more. On the hook, there's a moment where it feels like he kind of has to like, there's like one or two syllables where it feels like he kind of has to rush to fit them in, and I think it would sound better and he would sound more like confident and powerful if he just punched in like every other line. And I think there's some spots in the verses where it's like it sounds like he's like running out of breath, or like he's like, you know, maybe like stumbling a tiny bit because he's recorded like 4 lines all in one go, and it's like I just want to hear him punch in so that each line really hits, really like each line has the same power and stuff, you know? I think that's the main thing that I would change about this. But like, I think the underlying song is really good. Like imagining a version of it with a good mix and more punch-ins, this is really cool. Like it has a really cool, confident energy. Like everybody does braggadocio songs. Every time there's a powerful character in an anime, somebody makes a song that's like, oh, I'm like this guy because I'm also cool and powerful. But like, this has a different aura about it. This has a different like confidence about it. Like, even though like that confidence is a little bit like some of that is taken away by like the sort of the lack of power in some of the lines because it needs more punch-ins, that confidence still comes through. I like this. I'm gonna give a like and a sub, but I gotta dip out early. The only thing you're missing is whatever the fuck McGuire sent me. No worries at all. Yeah, no, that was good. Well, the mix definitely could have a lot of improvement, but underneath that, good song. All right. We're gonna see. What did McGuire send me? What unholy abomination? You all heard that intro. I don't know if y'all are ready for this. I don't know if y'all understand what's in store. $1 Million Sigma, a parody of Tommy Richmond's $1 Million Baby. Let's just start this off the way we mean to go on. I'm giving this a dislike. Okay, let's listen to $1 Million Sigma. The worst thing about that, it's not the off-key singing. It's not it's not, you know, the lyrics. It's the fact that I am going to, at some point, start repeating lyrics from this when I'm with people. And I will commit from sheer embarrassment. I will end my existence because I'm going to be with friends and I'm going to say, you said you'd gritty with me in Fortnite. Well, this has been a great stream, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. Look out for My Hero Academia Villain Cypher coming soon. Donate to Patreon if you want to hear a snippet of it early, and the video will be uploaded early as soon as it's done. Don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified. Follow me on Twitter to know when another reaction stream happens, and free Palestine, trans rights, and remember to not drink more than 400 milligrams of caffeine in a single day because it can cause health issues. Okay, thanks, bye!